Hello everyone, it's Velvy, and today I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a while. So, it's not a shock that people have mixed feelings about Animal Crossing New Horizons. Some people say it's their least favorite game in the series. Other people think it can be fixed with some quality of life adjustments. But for me, I've been trying to figure out specifically what it is that kind of turns me away from it. Don't get me wrong, I have put an ungodly amount of hours into this game. But if I'm forced to pick between New Horizons or an older game in the series, I will pick the older games, specifically City Folk. That game is peak. So, what do the older games have that New Horizons doesn't? I think I figured it out. There are the obvious offenders, like the watered-down personalities of the villagers, too heavy of an emphasis on building and decorating, or a big one for me, the music, which is severely lacking in vibes. But when you whittle the game down to its barest bones, it becomes obvious what's missing. Story beats. Now, hear me out. I'm not asking for an Animal Crossing game with an actual story, but even without a narrative, a game can still have story beats and progression. Let's take it back, all the way to March 2020. You've just got home from picking up your brand new copy of Animal Crossing New Horizons. You get into the game, start playing, and you're having a blast. There's things to do and lots of things to unlock, and every day you log on and do your best to gain the 3-star town rating. Wow, I wonder what will happen when I get the 3 stars and KK Slider comes to town. Well, not much else. See, I have an issue with the tutorial section of the game. Compared to other games, this section is way too long to be a tutorial or even an opening segment. In previous games, you rocked up, did some errands for Tom Nook, which took a maximum of 15 minutes, and then you're set free to explore and figure things out on your own. In New Horizons, this tutorial has an iron grip around your neck for the first few days of playing the game, and then nothing. It would have been so much better to have a short intro and then you figure out the rest all on your own at a steady pace, just like the old games. It feels like this game is split into before you get the 3 stars and then after you get the 3 stars. Now, as someone who has been playing since launch, I can absolutely put the blame on the decision to do live updates for this game. Every now and then, they would drop something sparkly and new right onto our heads, which would automatically be unlocked because we've already been playing the game for so long. It makes me wonder if I played the game from the beginning, now that they've finished updating the game, would the progression feel more natural? I just wish that they gave us a fully finished game from the beginning. I completely forgot that it wasn't until July 2020 that they even gave us wetsuits and diving, which would have been so fun to find and figure out on my own. Another aspect of progression that they took away from us are the upgrades to Nook's Cranny and unlocking other buildings in the town. In New Leaf, they had a whole shopping district full of closed buildings that you could unlock. It's those little story beats that kept you motivated to play and explore. How do I unlock the nightclub? How do I get to Rossetti's secret base? There were things to work towards. In New Horizons, the only thing that I was really concerned about was how could I earn enough money to buy furniture? They replaced adding extra buildings by adding Harb's Island, which I was so disappointed in. Imagine if we could have had a retail shop or Harriet's salon on our islands. I would have loved that. Also, side tangent, with the lack of extra areas to explore, it removes a large chunk of imaginative play from the game. I was recently messing around with one of my old Pixel Chicks toys, which at its core is just a game where you make a girl eat, sleep, change clothes, and maybe play a mini game. But what made those toys so special, and older Animal Crossing games too, was the imaginative roleplay involved. When I would play Animal Crossing Wild World as a kid, I'd pretend to wake up and use the bathroom and head out to work or hang out with my villagers. In New Leaf, I'd invite people over and we'd get dressed up before heading out for a night on the town and go to the club. But in New Horizons, I'd just show people around my island and wait while they checked out what was in my shop. It was only later on that we could even go get a coffee at the Roost. I think they removed these extra things thinking that they're just rooms with a single purpose, but those rooms held all the flavor to the game. Overall, it's definitely not a bad game by any means, but I still get sad thinking about what it could have been. Hopefully the next one has less live updates and more things to unlock. What do you think could be changed to make the game better? I'm also getting a little bit sick of the building and decorating game kick Nintendo seems to be on at the moment. Are you someone who likes decorating? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you everyone for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!